Alright, ma'am, I need to get to the bottom of ISO. I need you to tell me everything you know, and don't skip out on any of the details.
So ISO stands for International Standards Organization. This is a group of non-governmental professionals that got together and they make standards across the board for technology and manufacturing.
Alright, so a little birdie told me that ISO was one of the earliest of its time. Can you explain that to me?
ISO 6 is in reference to the film that you would put into your camera, but it's basically the amount of light that's going to hit that film in a given amount of time, which is in reference to film speed.
Okay, so what does that have to do with digital cameras?
If you're spending less than 1,000 on these cameras, your ISO is going to be 200 to 6400 for the most part. 6400 means you'll have the most noise, and 200 means that you'll have the least amount of noise.
So since you know so much about ISO, this is an example of noise. Can you explain exactly what's going on here?
The more light that you're putting into your camera, the more noise you're going to get. And so it's like these color digital imperfections that's going to be in your video. Every camera has a native ISO, and your native ISO is the ISO that's going to be running at the best image quality, which means that when you film it, it's going to have the least amount of noise in it, and it's going to look the nicest. Even though your camera might have a native ISO, you should not always film in that native ISO.
Would it be possible for me to catch ISO in the daytime?
200 would mean that you're outside in the perfect sunlight. If it's a cloudy day, you want to move it up to 400, and so on and so forth.
So can you explain what ISO is doing at night with barely any lights?
I'm gonna have to boost up my ISO in order to light the room, and I put quotations on it because, like I said, it's artificial light, and with artificial, I'm gonna get some noise and some imperfections in it.
I think I got everything I need to know about ISO.
So